Have you ever wondered if God truly hears your prayers? Are you longing for God to answer your prayers? What does it mean to ask, seek, and knock, as Jesus teaches in Matthew 7 verses 7 to 8? Wondering how to experience the power of Matthew 7 verses 7 to 8 in your life? Today we're diving into this powerful passage and discovering how it can transform your prayer life. Matthew 7 verse 7 to 8 is not just a verse, it's a promise and a direct invitation from Jesus. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and it will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives, and the one who seeks finds, and to the one who knocks, it will be opened. But what does it really mean to ask, seek, and knock? But what does this mean for you and me today? Asking is the first step. It's about humbly presenting your needs to God, trusting that He cares and will respond. This is the foundation of prayer, humility and trust. But remember, our requests should align with His will. That's why it's important to pray with purpose. Seeking goes deeper. It's not just about asking, but actively pursuing God's wisdom and presence. When you seek Him, you'll find answers. Spend time in His Word and seek answers through Scripture and experience His guidance in your life. Knocking represents perseverance. It's about trusting God even when the answer seems delayed. Keep praying, keep trusting, and watch as God opens the right doors at the right time. Don't give up. God honors your faith and patience. Matthew 7 verse 8 highlights different aspects of approaching God and emphasizes both universality and individuality. Jesus starts with inclusivity. When He says everyone, He highlights God's open invitation and emphasizes that God's promise is available to everyone. No one is excluded from approaching Him in prayer. No matter who you are, your background, struggles, or past, you can come to God in prayer. Whether you're a new believer or mature in faith, God listens to all who genuinely ask. Asking is foundational and accessible to everyone. It highlights God's open-door policy for anyone seeking His help. The shift from everyone to the one suggests that seeking requires deeper, personal effort. While asking is the initial step, seeking demands intentional pursuit and a heart genuinely desiring God's will. It reminds us that while God's promises are for all, not everyone takes the next step of actively pursuing His will. Are you among the few who seek His face? Seeking is an active process, involving more than just verbal prayer. It includes studying Scripture, meditating on His Word, and earnestly desiring His guidance. Seeking narrows the focus to individuals willing to invest effort in finding God. It highlights the need for personal accountability and spiritual growth, Jeremiah 29 verse 13. Knocking illustrates persistence, but it also emphasizes action directed at a specific door. Not everyone will knock. It takes faith and determination to keep pursuing God's promises when the answer isn't immediate. It's a personal act, requiring courage to keep going until the door opens. This reminds us that faith is deeply personal. It's about your relationship with God. The one who knocks highlights the deep personal connection between the individual and God. While everyone can ask and many may seek, it's the determined, persistent one who knocks and experiences the opening of doors. Knocking represents the persistent faith of those who trust God will respond. It emphasizes a personal, committed relationship with Him. The progression from everyone to the one reflects God's broad invitation. God invites all to approach Him in prayer. Matthew 11 verse 28. There is no limit to who can ask. Individual response. While God's invitation is universal, not everyone will move from asking to seeking or from seeking to knocking. The shift emphasizes personal commitment and spiritual maturity. Deeper levels of faith. Asking is foundational, faith in God's ability to provide. Seeking reflects a desire for relationship, faith in His wisdom. And knocking shows persistent trust in His timing and purpose, faith in His sovereignty. How you can apply Matthew 7 verse 7 to 8 in your life. Start your day with prayer. Be intentional about seeking God's will. Stay persistent even when answers seem delayed. Remember, start broad, go deep. Everyone can ask, but spiritual growth involves seeking God personally and persistently knocking on the doors of His will. God meets you where you are. Whether you're asking, seeking, or knocking, God is faithful to respond. Each step requires greater trust and effort. Personalize your faith. The shift from everyone to the one reminds us that while salvation and God's promises are for all, our individual relationship with Him is unique. Jesus promises that everyone who asks, seeks, and knocks will experience God's response. He hears you, sees your efforts, and knows your heart. So don't give up. Keep asking, seeking, and knocking. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if it encouraged you today. And check out the links in the description for resources to grow your faith.